Hey guys, this is Coach Joe coming to you from inside the Holy Cronut, and today I'm bringing you our recap of the CWL Rising Season 4 Week 2 matchup of the Holy Cronut versus BostonTeaParty. This is my first recap of the season. I have the media to do the Week 1 matchup. I will do that. I have not gotten around to it yet for a number of reasons. And so the first recap this season is going to be Week 2. The Cronut coming ahead 87 to 84, and don't let a 3-star war fool you. This one could have gone either way right down to the end, but luckily we managed to pull it off with a number of great hits. We went 16 for 21 at 9v9. We are very proud of that. It might be our best 9v9 performance in any league ever, to be honest. And BostonTeaParty, they actually did really well too. They were 15 for 26. That's 58%. And if we'd gotten that, I probably wouldn't have been too upset either. So, pretty good job by them. They came away with 4 10v10 triples. We got 5, and this was in a 11 Town Hall 10 breakdown. There were 2 tier 2s and 2 tier 1s in the war. And I think both sides capitalized that on pretty well. We got 1 11v11 triple. They did as well, going 1 for 2 11v11. They had a dip fail. And so add all that together, and you get the 3-star difference. And now I'd like to bring on my guest for this recap, John, a.k.a. Logjammin', leader of the Holy Cronut. What's going on, John?
Not a lot, Joe. It's good to talk to you again. I'm glad we got CWL finally starting back up, and excited to get into this recap.
Yeah, first CWL win for the Holy Cronut. Okay, so the first attack we're going to show is Young Gum, and he's doing a Sui Lalo. This is a cleanup, and it's the kind of base where as soon as he knows that there's a hound in the CC,
He actually starts
he's
salivating.
going to give it a go.
He starts actively salivating.
So let's see how he did here. So he's going to start at 12 o'clock, and of course, starting with the king, and he's trying to go in and take out the 2 northernmost air defenses.
Yeah, so the king's just there to kind of cut a funnel, and then good fair play wall breaker there to find that giant or tiny bomb.
And I kind of felt like he snuck the rest of the wall breakers in there. It was pretty nice timing. For a second there, you think she might walk out to the mortar, but she's obviously closer to the wizard tower.
Yeah, you never know on something like that, but I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
It's also nice that the funnel-cutting barbarian king took out a Tesla.
Yeah, so the value is tremendous, right? Like, even if that AD doesn't go down, he still got Wizard Tower, a bunch of other stuff too.
So it didn't go down. He tried to see if he could toss 1 loon at the AD and then have the hound go into it. That didn't work out. It went for the mortar instead. So he said, screw it. I'll come around the corner. And watch how easily he takes out the queen here. He doesn't even use the rage on the skeleton trap. I thought that was very interesting live.
I'd also like to say that first haste was terrible.
Yeah, so between the skeleton trap and 1 popping hound, just destroyed her. All the pups over there are still alive. And then just the use of this heal spell right between the wizard towers, and he's got, most of his loons at full health down there at the bottom, and that pack at the top is just going to swing around, and he ends up swagging a haste.
Yeah, crush. I know that hounds are really great for defending different kinds of bases, but again, our guys see a hound, and it's kind of open season.
Yeah, and it's Town Hall 9. If you can completely ignore the clan castle, it's a huge advantage. I mean, he swagged a haste despite the fact that he missed an AD on his Sui. And his first haste was bad. He didn't have any hound covered for the last 2 air defenses, and it just doesn't matter. Okay, and the second attack is Neo doing Shattered Hogs, and this was a fresh hit. And he's going to come in from 12 o'clock. And so let's watch and see how he did.
Yeah, this is a really great hit by Neo, aka Mitch.
2-finger drop on the golem.
Symmetrical base. Yeah, love it.
I really enjoyed because the wizard towers were the bottom defenses in those compartments there. Just the funnel he gets from just a few wizards on this. And
Yeah,
of
and
course,
the fact that it's anti-queen walk and all this other kind of stuff, it just is a really, really well thought out
right. And it's
plan.
shattered hogs, meaning no bowlers, but what kind of value would he get out of bowlers on this anyway?
He'd kill that Archer Queen platform, that's for sure.
Right. But take the bounce off the Archer Queen platform and hit the CC once, maybe.
Yeah, not a lot more to go on right there.
Yeah. And, his queen gets stuck on the hound, but who cares? The king's fighting a wall anyway.
Yeah, king almost up full health. Pops that ability early just to get to the wall.
With the timing of waiting for the queen to be finishing off the pop. So, I mean, it was great there. And now he's cut the hog funnel where, you just take out the corner and then swing right around, and he's got 3
Enemy
heals.
heroes
So
enemy heroes are down already. Skelly traps are taken care of. It's a good game for this base now.
Yeah.
And They Coming was a great streamer for BostonTeaParty. I have to give a shout out. Really appreciate his hard work. I know streaming is not easy. There are a ton of people that really suck at it, but he was great. Everybody really liked him.
He's on Twitch. You can see the name of his village here, They Coming. That's his Twitch account. So maybe give him a watch. So
now it's just clean up. Everybody's still alive. Yeah, no problem.
I couldn't fast forward quick enough at the end there because it was just over. Okay, and now our third hit is XYZ doing a Queen Walk Hogs, and this is actually a clean, exactly the same plan that Glowtech attempted, and you'll see how it went off the rails for Glowtech. And XYZ's hit, he just barely saves it from the problem that Glowtech had. So let's watch.
So this is kind of the style of base you're seeing now, right? Where the ADs are clustered on one side, where you've got ITs on the other to prevent some kind of Lalo or something. But Glowtech obviously started the raid exactly like this, so he kind of knows how the Queen Walk is supposed to work.
Yeah, and we had a good scout from the Town Hall 9s too. Went 16 for 21, 9v9, so we had lots of scouts. Glow's plan was solid. I just the way it died is pretty funny to me. Wasn't funny to him.
Yeah, so that rage was actually off by a tiny bit because she wasn't being healed, but still goes down with the king. Secondary layer wall break in.
So all the ground troops go for the queen, but that baby dragon slightly closer to the healers.
Yeah, so this is where Glowtech went wrong. His healers died there. They didn't have literally 1 hit point of health left.
So
the
good
hog
timing here on the hog drop.
Yeah, hog drop is really important to keep that IT away from the queen, who took down a skeleton trap now too. Always those can kind of ruin the end of raids, so nice to see that.
And then as the hogs here take out that sweeper, the queen's just going to go the distance.
Yeah, and look at how many hogs are left. He's got that heal. There's just not a lot more that this base can do, so it's a pretty good game. Cleanup started early on the backside, by the way, just to make sure that hog attacks at Town Hall 10 oftentimes fail by time.
Oh, I hate seeing Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 9 fails merely because you didn't start your cleanup soon enough.
Yeah.
I don't know why people feel the need to wait, but they do, and they fail.
Get on voice chat.
And our last Town Hall 10 attack of this video is Patrick doing a stoned hobo. And this was actually the only max Town Hall 10 that we tripled. And he actually did it very, very late in the war. He was the only one to actually attempt it. And he ended up doing a plan that I had written up for a dip. And I don't know if he saw it or not. So if he didn't, he ended up doing exactly what I would have done, except 10v10. And I'm going to have to talk to him about it at some point because I'm wondering if he just happened to come up with the same plan as me. But let's watch it and see what he did.
So obviously, tripling a max Town Hall 10 is always iffy. It really depends on base design and if you can just have that stroke of genius on how to crack something.
Yeah, the funnel where he's starting down there was pretty easy, and I remember saying that funnel is easy, and then when you jump there, the value you're going to get, um, you're not jumping like directly into like the CC or anything, but obviously it's not much of a reach to get there either. And you take out both heroes, the CC and Inferno Tower. He started with 2 Wizard Towers and ends up taking out 2 Expos. Huge value.
Yeah, mixed CC, so it's important that you can't sui it or something like that.
And you're going to see that this was the first attempt because like for example, watch the first heal. It's a miss. And he doesn't start the top hogs quick enough, so he's got the first batch kind of diving into the middle by themselves, where the ones behind aren't quite catching up. He used the second heal overlapping the first one, and then the third one's kind of the same. And in the scout, he didn't quite know where everything was. And I'm not taking anything away from this. It's a great hit, especially as the first 10 to hit it, and it's max, and he triples it. But watch how close this comes at the end.
Yeah, skellies on those last remaining hogs are nasty. Skelly traps are really, really important when you're defending 10v10. Oh yeah, plus a double giant bomb to end the raid on.
Yeah, so he's got 2 hogs left, and one's got a sliver, one's got, I think, almost max health.
And I think that the double giant bombs on this base are probably a major mistake, just because single giant bombs kind of spread out throughout the base really force heals at times that you don't want to heal, where those doubles made it so that he could really plan. Heals a little bit better, but great fresh hit.
And it was a big deal to the war, too, because it was pretty late. It was our 5th 10v10 triple, the final 10v10 triple that we got, and they ended up with 4. So, huge difference maker right there.
So the last raid we're going to show tonight is the singular 11v11 on the Holy Cronut side. It was really great that we could even attempt something like this because the 10v10 really set us up to a point where we felt comfortable doing whatever. Joe also used a plan that kind of guaranteed a 2-star and piggybacked off of some entries that we tried at 10v11. I tried to hit this base at 10v11, had a baby drag go down over by the Archer Tower at 3, and it kind of screwed everything else up from there. But let's watch Joe smash this base.
Yeah, so I started this off very similar to 2 of the hit-up attempts on this, where kind of cut the funnel with wizards on the one side, do a very short queen walk. And I knew exactly where she was going to walk because the 2 guys who tried it, on one she went left, on one she went right. So I just looked at the difference between the 2 and said, well, if I get rid of that camp, she'll go left. And of course she does. And I just jump at the town hall. And it's, we only had 1 star on it. I'm going to double. That town hall not getting away from me. From there, it was, use spells and try to triple after.
Yeah, and held your king ability for longer than I would have thought just because of that single IT, but it really worked out for you. And from here, it's very clearly going to be a double, and then you're like, well, does it have the power to keep going? Well, those healers have locked on to Joe's bowlers under rage over there, taking down the eagle. And once that eagle goes down and 50% of the base is gone, basically, you feel pretty good about your chance from here.
Right. I've been calling, I don't know what everybody else is calling this, but I've been calling it the queen walk bow wipe. And what's funny here as the attack comes to an end is that both my king and queen die, and both my P.E.K.K.A.s go right on to the end. I think one of them dies at the last second. But, I used those minions to keep the P.E.K.K.A. inside the base since he was trying to escape, or she was trying to escape.
Yeah.
Just wrapped up very
pretty
nicely
big smash just to finish the war. And obviously we love unleashing Joe on all of you. So pretty fun.
So, all right. So that is our week 2 recap. Good luck to BostonTeaParty throughout the rest of the season. And, good luck to everybody else. I want to thank John for joining me tonight. John, you got any last words?
Again, thanks to BostonTeaParty. Y'all were great to mash with. Really enjoyed it. Enjoyed the stream. It was much appreciated. Shout out to all the Cronuts. This is just the start.
Yeah, it's going to be a very fun season. So I just want to thank everybody for watching, and catch you next week. We all know it's important to start your day off with a solid triple. That's why Class Ship is proud to present Frosted Gobos. Frosted Gobos are a part of a balanced daily breakfast, providing 100% of your recommended daily rocks and stones. Looking for a better breakfast experience? Try Frosted Gobos with bacon. Frosted Gobos, a cereal that rocks.